We couldn't turn a profit on Wednesday, but there's a loaded action of Thursday for us in soccer and basketball. Hey, what's going on, everybody? How's this Thursday morning treating you? Is everybody off to a good start? Boy, it should be a lot of fun today. We've got some soccer bets. We've also got some basketball bets for tonight to look forward to. And it's kind of a day where we need some bets because basketball goes on a 1-week break after tonight's games. They've obviously got their All-Star break on Sunday night is when the game is, but then they also don't have games Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we're going to be struggling to find bets. We got no football. We got no basketball. Woo! Soccer obviously doesn't happen too often during the midweek, but let's just worry about today, because today is what's in front of us right now. Let's make sure we can get some winners in on us for today. What happened yesterday? We went 1-2. Liverpool was the only thing that came through. Liverpool was able to go up over their team total, over 1.5 goals, getting both of their goals relatively late in that game. I think it was minute like 70, 80, something like that. But man, watch that entire game because that was the one that was on TV here local, and Liverpool dominated. I mean, Inter had a hard time handling that press. It seemed like Liverpool could get Inter to easily turn the ball over with their pressing. Inter just could not get the ball up out of their half. So yeah, Liverpool dominated. I thought we deserved goals in the first half. They obviously didn't come until the second half and late in the second half, but we got the goals we deserved and we got a good cash. Bayern didn't come through. Yeah, Bayern didn't come through, whether it was our single play team total or we dropped in a same game parlay. We took Bayern over 1.5 goals and they couldn't come through with that either. Hell, they almost got a clean sheet. Or almost got clean sheeted, I guess. They got their goal, but it was in about the 88th minute. So Bayern's struggling a little bit right now, but that's going to happen from time to time. It was unfortunate, but we'll look to obviously back Bayern again here in the near future. Speaking of which, if you're curious, you guys remember on yesterday's show, we took Bayern team total over 3.5 goals at minus 118 this weekend up against Görderfurth. Well, the public wasn't scared by that performance yesterday. Even though they didn't get goals, they sure did create a lot of chances. That minus 118 is now minus 125. So I am glad that I went ahead and made that bet this morning and shared that with you. They're obviously struggling, but they get the league worst team in Görderfurth on Sunday in the Bundesliga, a team that won't even be in the Bundesliga last year or next season, just like they weren't there in the Bundesliga last season. I expect Bayern to turn it around. Let's hope they can get 4 goals on Sunday for us. All right, let's continue talking soccer because we got some Europa League action today. There's 2 games that I'm interested in. You got Napoli going up against Barcelona, and you got Sheriff going up against Braga. First, let's go ahead and talk about that Barcelona versus Napoli game. Look, I like Napoli on that double chance, and I don't have a bet slip to show you unless you see it in the editing process because I've seen this line go Napoli double chance minus 120, minus 115, and now it's minus 110 over at DraftKings. So I'm just in no hurry to buy it. The public is obviously backing Barcelona at home at Camp Nou, but I'm not in love with Barcelona. I mean, this is a team that drew 2-2 this past weekend up against Espanyol. This is a team that doesn't have Memphis Depay. They don't have Fati. Both of those guys are going to be out with injury. So a Barcelona team that is definitely there for the taking. I mean, Napoli domestically, they've gotten 4 straight results. This is a good team. They're sitting in Champions League qualification right now in Serie A. So obviously having a better season than what they did last season, qualifying for Europa League. So I like Napoli in this spot. I think they can go to Camp Nou. I think they can get the result. So look for me a little bit later on Twitter. This will be an official bet. I just don't have the price because it's going in our favor in terms of return on our investment. So we'll see where we can buy it at. So give me that Napoli on that double chance and we'll see what price we get. But I absolutely like Napoli to go in there and do the job. 2 bets now from this Sheriff versus Braga game. I like Sheriff on the double chance and you can get that at minus 120 over at DraftKings. Look, this is a team, they're only concern with both of these bets that I'm going to give you is Sheriff hasn't played since mid-December. They've been on winter break. Meanwhile, the Portuguese league there at Braga, they've just been continuing to play and win some, lose some, draw, whatever their results are. But Sheriff has not played until mid-December. So, yeah, they're naturally going to come out obviously one of 2 ways. They're obviously going to have a good performance or the long layoff is going to hinder their performance and hurt them. But I like them at home right here. I like them at home. Look, this is a team, remember, that went into the Bernabeu and beat Real Madrid. This is a team that made it to Europa League because they finished 3rd place in Champions League. They didn't finish in 4th place. It was Shakhtar that was the worst team in their group, in their Champions League group. So this is a team that's had a good run so far in their Champions League group. Even though they got relegated to Europa League, they had good performances. They were playing good at times earlier on the season. It's just unfortunate that now they've had about a 2-month layoff. That's the only unknown here. But I'm going to go ahead and back a Sheriff team that has been good so far this season. in Europe. They've been obviously good still domestically in their own competition there. So go ahead and give me Sheriff on that double chance at minus 120 over at DraftKings. I also like in this game, I'm going to go ahead and take a chance on their team total. There's way too much value here at plus 285, so I'll put a half unit on it. half unit at plus 285. Again, it's 2 goals. It's for the home team. That's why I like this, because they're the home team. They're going to come out. They've got to have a lot of energy. They haven't played in 2 months. We don't know how their sharpness will be on the ball. But I'll go ahead and take a chance if they can go ahead and get it. Look, they've been doing it. Braga's been conceding on the road, double-digit goal or 2+ goals. So I'm going to go ahead and do share of team total over 1.5 goals at plus 285 for a half a unit right there. All right, so to recap, my 3 soccer bets are going to be Napoli on that double chance. We'll go ahead and get that price a little bit later on this morning at Twitter. That one does kick off at 11:45 a.m. Central Time, so we will know that line here in a little bit. So we'll do Napoli on that double chance. We'll do Sheriff on that double chance at minus 120, and we'll do Sheriff team total over 1.5 goals at plus 285 for a half a unit at plus 285. All right, let's turn the discussion over to basketball. And as I said there in the opening, this is the last night of basketball for 1 week. So we've got to get some winners in tonight in the NBA. We won't be able to cash NBA for the whole next week. I've got a good one here in the first quarter. We're going to go under 57.5 points at minus 115 over at FanDuel in that Heat versus Hornets. This game is a dream matchup in terms of recent trends and cashing the under for these two teams. The Heat in their last 10 are 7-2-1 in cashing the under and only averaging 51 points. The Hornets are 9-1 in cashing the under in their last 10, and their games are only averaging 54 points. I'll gladly take under 57.5 points in this first quarter. I almost made this a 2-unit bet. I'm going to monitor this line, monitor our soccer bets. If things go our way, if the line improves in our way, whether it's an additional point or maybe getting a better return on our investment, I may come back in with a 2-unit bet. That's how much I love this first quarter under. So give me under 57.5 points in that first quarter between the Heat and the Hornets at minus 115 over at FanDuel. There's one other first quarter that does go ahead and check out. It's in that 76ers versus the Bucks game. But on FanDuel, of course, it's Thursday, so it's their Thursday risk-free same-game parlay for the basketball game that's on TNT. It is that Bucks versus Sixers game. So I'm going to go ahead, instead of making that a single play, just incorporate that in my same-game parlay. Both of these teams, the 76ers and the Bucks, are in the top 10 in the NBA in defending the point guard position. So that's going to be my same game parlay. That comes in at plus 598. I'm going to go ahead and fade both of the point guards there in Maxey and Holiday. Just go under both of their point totals. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw in the over 57.5 points scored in that first quarter. So that'll be my same game parlay at plus 598 is fade Maxey and Holiday over 57.5 points scored in that first quarter at plus 598 for a risk-free same-game parlay over on FanDuel. No other first quarters checked out, and full game over-unders also didn't check out, so we won't be betting any of that. But we do have more bets. I'm looking at once player props come out. Andre Drummond, center there for the Nets, up against the Wizards. Wizards are one of the worst teams. They're bottom 3 in the NBA defending the center position. I like Andre Drummond to at least get a double-double. He'll certainly go over his rebounds. This guy got 19 rebounds in his last game. He should absolutely have his way in the paint, in the restricted area. So we just don't have his number. It hasn't come out yet. I will be looking back at Andre Drummond, and I will be looking to fade Reggie Bullock. Look, the Pelicans are really good at defending that small forward position. He's day-to-day, so that's why we don't have a number on him. Hopefully he plays, we get a number on him, and we can go ahead and fade Reggie Bullock right there. So those will be the 2 player props that I'll be looking to add, maybe even possibly Miles Bridges. I already gave that bet out on TikTok. I'm going to go ahead and monitor the line and see if we add that on here. All right, so there you have it right there. We've got those 3 soccer bets. We've got that first quarter under. We've got the same game parlay. And we've got 2 NBA player props that I'm keeping my eye on, waiting for the numbers to come out, and we're looking to bounce on them. Again, no action for the next week. We'll be looking to jump on Drummond and Bullock there in the NBA tonight. All right, guys, that's how we're going to do it on this Thursday. Let's have ourselves a good Thursday to set us up for money-making weekend. Come back for money-making weekend. We're going to get some NASCAR and soccer bets to roll out for you guys on Friday's show. Enjoy your Thursday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Thanks for watching till the end. I'm Jason Mattis. Any love you can show by giving me a like, a subscription, or a comment, or even just share this video is very much appreciated. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to increase your chances of locking in the same odds as I talked about today. And check out my other great videos in these corners.